of your career on a Saturday. It's been a long time coming for you. You want to just talk us sort of through the play and how did that moment feel for you?
It's crazy because earlier that week in practice we had practice a play like that, just that slot fade. And, the quarterback going to his number one guy. It was just me just back there reading his eyes and going to make a play on the ball. And it just felt good. I've been here for 3 years, and that moment in the stadium in front of my family and friends, it was so fun.
James.
You haven't played quite as many snaps this year as last year. The positive to that is that you come into SEC play a little bit fresher. How do you feel like the increased depth you guys have has just kind of allowed you to be able to go into SEC play, just I guess with a little bit more energy?
It's so fun because just the urgency that everybody has now. I don't have to worry about strengths like my body and trying to take care of my body as much when you got guys that can come in and play and do their job. And I feel like that's what's helped us and propelled us to be better this year. Is just everybody doing their one job and flying around to the ball and executing.
Go to Sam and down to Steve after.
What have you just seen through these first 4 games that gives you confidence that this team can be competitive in the SEC and not just win one game, but maybe multiple games?
Just the urge to compete. Trying to go 1-0 each week, not looking ahead. Just like I said, going 1-0 each week. Everybody comes with that urgency and mindset every day that they want to win. And when you believe you'll win, you will.
You told us back during spring and media days and even in preseason that things were totally different with this defense. And 4 games into the proof that's to be correct. But how is this defense maybe performing to your expectations, and what else can you guys do better?
There's so much stuff that we're leaving out there on the field. If it's just little things, we still have MEs and MAs that we need to get cleaned up. Tackling isn't where it's supposed to be really. And you look, the teams we played thus far are so good, but you think about the rest of our season, we're gonna need those one plays and those missed tackles to stop because. Quite frankly, a game can be lost on any given play. So just executing and being able to go compete with these schools and win these games is going to be big for us to do our job defensively and get the ball back to the offense and let them go score points.
Colin.
This defense has had a lot of bend but don't break moments this season. I guess how different is that from last year? Kind of knowing as a unit, do you have the confidence to stand up in those moments?
It's fun. Last year I think we didn't lack that. I think, like you said, we just lacked the confidence and the belief. This year we have the belief and we know we can go out there and do it. And I've said this before, but I thank Coach Shad and our coaches for just pushing us so much harder this summer and putting us through those hard days and hard workouts and a harder fall camp. So it's paid off and it's going to continue to pay off and pay off more once we start getting to these teams that like to run the ball a lot.
With so many new players on this defense from a year ago, kind of similar question, but how different does this defense feel compared from last year to this year?
It's just a brotherhood, a culture. We even built coaches like instilled being tough to us, and not just that guy that's like, oh, I'm physically tough. No, like tough in every form of fashion. Making the play when the play needs to be made. When it's those long drives and they driving the ball down the field and they get down there in the red zone and you need a goal line stop. How tough will you be mentally, physically, just all around. So just building that has meant a lot, and it's going to keep showing.
Danny.
I think you've been through the SEC grind for a little while now. Just talk about what playing in this league means to you.
It means a lot. To me, there's no other league I'd rather play in. It's the best league. You're gonna go out there and compete against guys every day that has the potential and can play in the NFL. So it's fun because even in practice, there's guys here that has the potential and will play in the NFL. So it's fun. And day in and day out, you have to bring your A game or your job will get took. It's part of it, and I love the aspect. It's like a job now, so it's fun.
Hey,
When you look at Tennessee on offense, Coach Heupel and Coach Levy have a long relationship. Do you see the similarities from what you see every day in practice from your offense when you watch the Volunteers?
I do. It's similar in a lot of ways. It's going to be a fun game. I know, of course, Tennessee, like Lev, they use tempo, so we got to pick up our urgency this week to go out there and, be able to spot the ball and play because you know they're gonna go fast, they're gonna take shots, and it's gonna be a fun game.
Anything else for Isaac? Thanks, Isaac.
Thank you.
Thanks, Isaac.
Thanks, too.